Here's the deal. We've got $25 due in 5 days, and we're going to do that with animals. Each one of these intellectual creatures has its own abilities to earn money. And since we have 3 animals to begin with, my strategy is to simply restart until I get 3 animals that I actually like. I feel like this is going to be my dream team. We have a wild boar, 50% chance probability to turn an adjacent pig into a wild boar, and the more boars there are, the more they make. We have a fox that eats birds, and a dog that protects goats, alpacas, and sheep from being eaten. We might remove the dog because it's funny to have things eaten, and it's probably good earnings. And for now, I'm going to throw down another coyote because when there are no more than 3 predators on the field, +2. So that's just going to be easy earnings because I don't think we want a lot of predators yet. So that gave me the +2, so we're at 9 of the $25 already. And we just need to figure out what we're going to build around. We're going to throw down a skunk for now as well because it's +2 if there's empty plots around. There should always be an empty plot around unless we get really bad luck. So that's going to be some easy extra money for us. Same with another coyote when there are no more than 3 predators. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's only 3 unless the boar is a predator. So for now, we're just making it through the days, making money. Eventually, we'll find some kind of super rare things. Okay, those guys both gave me -1. We will take a lamb because it can grow into a sheep, a goat, or a rare alpaca. And that increases the multiplier around by 1 time. So we could build alpacas for giant multipliers. I didn't realize the skunk is a dangerous carnivore thing, so we're actually going to remove an animal. 1 coyote's going to go, and then things will actually be making money again. But that's okay. We've got this turn to make 4 whole gold. That still gave -1. But we made our payment and we got 5 cans of food. So we're going to buy the lucky blind box, automatically removed after 10 days. Choose 1 super rare item. Yes. We're also going to buy this predation +4. So every time something gets eaten, we get an extra 4 gold out of the deal. So the turkey be a good move here because +5 when eaten, plus the extra +4 for predation. Plus we finally get to feed one of our animals. I think I'm also going to remove the other coyote. I think that's just going to be in the way now. But we're going to start to find rarer and better animals. So yeah, here we go. We ate that. That gave us lots of extra money. I'm going to buy a chick after 3 days, grows into a rooster, hen, or a turkey, all of which have their use, but I hope it's a turkey because those are basically made to be sacrificed, just like in real life. Everything there gave us some value except those 2. There's another rooster we could eat. That's +2 unless it's next to an adjacent rooster. It'll be eaten long before it's next to another rooster. The lamb grew into a sheep. Okay, time for another turkey sacrifice. The more turkeys we have out there, the more money we're gonna make. So we got to make 9 gold this turn. The predators did not go. Oh, wait, we had 1 hatch. There was a turkey, so we ended up with 63 out of 50. Now we need 100 in 5 days, and we got another 5 cans of food. If there are fewer than 4 predators on the field, plus 5 gold for each. I think we only have a few on the board. We're going to save a few cans of food for rerolls or animal removals. That's actually going to be a big one, and only 5 turns into our super box opens. So that time we obviously made, I believe, $23. The hyena is interesting. It's uncommon. +3 when adjacent animals are eaten. There's lots of eating going on. If exactly 1 square behind a predator, 30% probability to eat, and +$20. So let's roll this. It's supposed to be 3 or more predators causes the negative effect. So yeah, that seems to be okay. So we made $17 that time. We need to average over 20 per spin though. But a lark is kind of the thing we need. It's +2, but increases the probability of super rare and precious animals, which is important. We love precious creatures. They're probably very expensive to have eaten. He didn't seem to want to eat that, so that's a good sign. We need to actually hold on to that bird. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. We're going to add a wolf. That's going to be able to eat the sheep that we don't have anymore, but that's okay because we're going to remove the skunk at this point because the skunk needs no predators around. No, that's just a plot thing actually, so that's okay. So now as long as we have 4 or less predators, we're okay. That's the magic number. 4 or less predators and they're going to get extra money. Nothing there got eaten, which is very sad. We could stack up pigeons. Pigeon would just get eaten. We're going to put down another turkey. Turkeys have a high chance to be eaten. When turkeys are eaten, that's potentially very big number. That fox is definitely going to eat a turkey. Nothing else got eaten there, but we got 118 out of the 100 we needed. But now we need 180 in 6 days. We got 6 cans of food. Here's our super rare item present. We're going to go with popcorn kernels. If no animals were eaten the previous day, add 1 pigeon to empty spaces. So those can get eaten, and also the more pigeons we have, the more money the pigeons actually make. So they're going to multiply themselves. We actually have 2 corn kernels, so I wonder if that actually stacks. If we can get 2 pigeons per day, actually, that would be huge. We could probably win just on pigeons. I wonder if that works. We're going to have a lot of animals being eaten. It did work. We got 2 pigeons. Oh, these animals are going to have such good eating. So I'm going to add another hyena, and we just mostly need animals that can focus on eating birds. And we have exactly 4 predators right now. The skunk can maybe be moved at some point, but as long as, we're going to take the skunk away now because I'm going to forget about it and it's going to start causing us problems. So now we're either going to have animals eaten or add pigeons. Either way, it's a real win for us. Yeah, look at all that money. While we're at it, let's just add another pigeon around. The more pigeons that touch each other, the more money we're gonna make. So we definitely need to make a lot of money here, but as soon as things actually start getting eaten, we'll be in good shape. Look at all of our birds. I don't think I actually have any more animals that can eat birds, is what I'm realizing now. So the eagle is worth 2, and it can eat adjacent birds or mouses. So we're gonna get rid of the wolf for now, because that's gonna take up space, and I mostly just really need the eagle to eat lots of things, and I think we have less than 4 predators. That eagle's going to be eating really good though. That's going to be one well-fed eagle. So it's going to start with whatever that was to consume it up real good. There is 40, 50, 60, 72 for a single turn. I'm also going to take a magpie. It's going to be eaten by an eagle before long, but +1 gold for each type of animal on the field with a quantity greater than 3. So pigeons definitely qualify there. So we went from barely scraping by to suddenly I feel like we're thriving. The eagle also just ate the turkey. The pigeons are all multiplying off each other, rather bigly so. So that pushed us. There's another 67, 230 out of 180 so far. Don't really want any of these. So when we run low on pigeons, we'll just manifest some back into existence and eat them. So yeah, nice build up there. The eagle didn't eat any of the birds around it. I'm not sure if that's automatic or not, but we needed 180. We have 284. Here's a good one. Appetite of eagle +1. Yes. We're also going to add a puddle. Animals on this pot +2 when predation is successful. So it's going to randomly show up, and when something gets eaten on it, +2, which is obviously going to add quite a lot to us because my animals are very hungry. The pigeons are going to multiply each other and really stack up because of our double corn. The eagle is not eating the birds, and I don't know why. Not that it matters much. We just made 82 on a single spin, which is actually going to keep us going for now, but not as long as we might think. We'll add another pigeon and let them go. We'll keep an eye on our eagle to see if it's going to eat pigeons or not. If not, we'll add a fox somewhere. The eagle should have an appetite of +2, but apparently it doesn't want to eat pigeons. I guess it eats normal quality birds. The pigeons are uncommon, so it won't eat that high. We'll put another lark in because that's going to be a higher chance of our animals. And we do have a can of food, so we're going to remove the boar. It's long overdue to get off my plate. But having all these pigeons build up isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, the turkey finally got eaten. Because these pigeons are giving 6, 4. They're giving a whole lot. There is 102. I don't really want to throw down another rooster right now. I want something that can eat pigeons. We need a devourer of pigeons really badly. But the 2 larks are going to help us find rare creatures too. That pigeon gave 8. It's kind of better just to have the pigeons built up for now, honestly. We're making such a surplus that we can transition to something dumb later. What I want is something that can eat pigeons, or just something ultra rare. We got another pigeon though because nothing got eaten. So we're really just stacking up the pigeon numbers. Speaking of which, we'll just throw down another pigeon anyway. It's not going to hurt anything. Then we're going to need lots of cans of food for removal, but we have twice the gold we need so far, and this turn's going to be big. Not sure what that sound was, but the pigeons are going to multiply each other so much. 2 of them were worth 10. So if we can get some multipliers on top of those, actually, we might be able to break something. We needed 280, we had 714 already. So now we need 420 in 7 days, which we actually already have. That looks rare. We can't afford it, but birds cannot be eaten +1 for all birds on the field every 2 days. That would actually be huge for us. We'll circle back to that because I think that's quite rare. We'll take this, each adjacent bird of the same type +1. We have a lot of pigeons, so that's going to be even better money. We do have a few removals actually, so I should remove a few animals so we get more pigeons on board. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a really big number. And we're only going to find rarer and better things moving forward. There's 136. So let's remove the derpy dog, and then we still have 1 more left over. What else? What do we want to remove? I'm going to remove one of the hyenas. We don't really need 2 of those right now, and this is just going to be even bigger money, because the pigeons can absolutely be huge multipliers off each other if enough are touching. I just like the sound they make. So all in all, there is 175. A panda. That's rare. The panda's not actually that worth it from my build. It might be down the road. The raccoon might be though. Replace 1 adjacent normal animal. Well, we only have technically rares, I guess. So I don't curiously want any of these, despite the fact they're all quite nice. Maybe I do want the panda, because we are going to start eating these pigeons, I think, at some point. I'm a little undecided on how to do this. But the panda will multiply something around it, so that's fine. The pigeons will earn a lot of money. Up to 12 for a maximum pigeon. So all in all for this turn, 207. Plus we get another pigeon. You can never have too many pigeons. We've got 22 of them. 22 animals in total, that is. We only have 13 pigeons, 16 pigeons, which will often occupy most of the board, and that's perfectly fine by me because look at all the easy money we can get out of this. All we need is like 1 or 2 rare things to really multiply things into oblivion, because this is stupid amounts of money already. 187. An alpaca might be just the thing we need. Increase the adjacent gold gained by animals adjacent 1 time. So that's a multiplier. So if we get like a 12 for a pigeon and it's next to a llama alpaca, that might double it. We'll see how the multipliers end up working. I've definitely probably got to remove some animals though. I will take 1 more lark just because it's decent earnings, but it's going to have me the better animals we need. Honestly need just a lot of food to remove a lot of animals. Okay, so the alpaca is down, so hopefully it's multiplying something around it. We'll keep an eye on what happens here on the spins. 10, 10. That's a 6. I think it, yeah, oh, it's doubling all of them. Okay, the llama is staying. Don't really need any more pigeons at this point because I think we're actually producing them at a rapid rate. We have almost 4 times our goal that we need so far. I wonder how big the numbers have to get before everything breaks. But I think we're in good shape. So if we could get more of these multipliers, we just need a few small shifts. So we needed 420. Yeah, we actually have over 4 times what we need. Now we need 1260 in 9 days, which we already have. We got 7 cans of cat food. I don't really like any of these items anyway, and that's perfect because we can get rid of the panda, which believe it or not, we don't want. I don't think I want the hyena anymore. That's a cool effect, but we don't really need that going on. The eagle doesn't actually eat anything we have, so it doesn't need to be here. And then that's actually a plus 17. Okay, so what we can do is remove 1 pigeon, and then we have an even 20. Now, every time everything shows up, we're going to have a whole bunch of pigeons touching each other, guaranteed. The llama is going to multiply everything around it times 2, so huge earnings. So we need a few of those. Even these larks might go before long because I think we're going to get rarer and rarer stuff as we go. But there's 224. There's the next alpaca we need for more multiplications. So I'm actually going to remove one of these larks. Maybe that's actually a bad idea. Yeah, we're going to leave it just as is for now. We're not going to remove that yet. We don't want to make permanent choices too early on. So we'll look at, say, this one, which is going to have an overlap of multiplication, hopefully. There's 4 and 4. Maybe it doesn't multiply twice. It's a little hard to see in real time what's going on. I also don't want any of those, so another roll. But I think we're pretty comfortably going to make our goal, probably for a few turns. And as long as these alpacas are sitting next to each other, we're going to enjoy the power of multiplication. That did go off 3 times, actually, so it doesn't multiply the multiplier, but it still triggers twice. And the magpie is just growing in base value anyway, because we got 2 different types of animals. So actually, if we get 1 more alpaca, we might slip that in. That way the magpie can just grow hugely so. Because by the end of that, that's just going to be such a stupid amount of money for a single creature. And then if the alpaca sits next to it, giant multipliers. That turn was 301. I started this planning to feed all of my animals to some kind of predator, but it turns out it's more valuable to keep them alive and multiply them for now. I just realized the lark is +1 for each type of animal in the field with a quantity greater than 3. I think for type it means like bird family, so I think it's only getting a +1 every turn. So it's at +23 now. We'll roll into a new day, because if that's the case, we can take away a lark easy enough. The lark give us a higher chance of rare animals, but clearly not that high of a chance. So it's up to 24, so it's only going up 1 per turn. So we're going to get rid of one of the larks. And then we're going to have even more pigeons showing up every time for even more money and multiplication. We got 3,000 of the 1,260 we need, so we're doing all right. Not enough to break anything yet, per se, but we're going to try our best. The silly roebuck is obviously quite rare. Randomly sell non-extinction animals on 1 adjacent plot, gaining 3 to 7 times their value, the daily offering amount. That would be fun to use down the road when you really want to just go for broke. For now, we'll take an alpaca. That also means I'm going to get rid of 1 lark for now, because now a 1 bird is going to go up 2 in value every time because we have 3 alpacas and we just have more multipliers. And that feels pretty good. So all in all, this turn we made 250, so we're doing all right. We needed 1260, we had 3,500. But now we have a big one though. We got to make 5,000 in 9 days. Okay, I'm actually going to re-roll these, hoping for something amazing. And I didn't really get anything that can help me there. I don't know if I want to re-roll because we only have 3 cat foods left over, so let's just roll away. I believe in the power of the alpaca multiplier. That's going to be our friend. Like, these 2 are going to multiply this one in particular quite bigly so. And it's quite surrounded by pigeons, so it gave us 18 total. Total spin this time is almost 300. It really wants to give us a tiger. I really don't want to use a tiger. We should be using rerolls though. That's when we're place our cat food could be getting good for. Lots of pigeons in his ballpark, so the multipliers will be good for them. I wonder if it's almost worth it just to have more pigeons going around. Well, let's do a few rerolls here to see if we can find something rare or good. We're getting a lot of tigers, hyena, muskox, raccoon. Still not finding anything that's really going to push us over the top for our build. We're out of rerolls. So we're just going to keep rolling then. It is wildly effective. It feels like no matter what we do every spin, it's just going to be giant multipliers like this that are just going to stack up and up and up. So there's 307, and that was a very average spin. And we still got 5 days to go, so we just need a little bit of an increase in our earnings. And all it's going to take is like one little thing to put us way over the top. Plus our magpie's up to plus 30, and if that sits next to an alpaca or two, that can give quadruple earnings at this point. But I suppose it doesn't matter a great deal. We're still making lots of money. So that earned a +1 there to its own value, 32 on its value there. So the alpaca didn't actually double it, but it just gave its regular value, which is still lots. Another big multiplier. Everything's going just as planned. Pigeon power. So this turn, we got some very expensive. Wow, look at that. Make all adjacent birds immediately 2 times their own money. If all adjacent are the same birds, then 3 times. That's huge for us. So hopefully that actually turns up in this spin because we have 21 animals. Okay, good. We got it. And we also have an alpaca that's going to help multiply those a little bit. So this one's the one to keep an eye on. Not entirely sure what it did there, but that should be a pretty big roll. 13, 5,040. We actually fell just short, just as we got the peacock we needed. Can I take a loan or sell something? We were so close. That's so dumb. We fell 70 short.